Annals of Internal Medicine said vitamins are largely useless and can be dangerous. Most Americans don't think so. 52% of adults take a multivitamin. Vitamin sales this year are estimated to be more than $11 billion. We asked Dr. John LaPook to fill us in.
The headline of the editorial accompanying today's studies offers some blunt consumer advice. Enough is enough. Stop wasting money on vitamin and mineral supplements. Dr. Edgar Miller of Johns Hopkins is one of the authors of the editorial.
To stop wasting your money means that perhaps you're spending money on things that that aren't going to protect you long term. What will protect you, if you could spend that money on fruits, vegetables, nuts, beans, low-fat dairy, things like that, exercising, would probably be a better use of the money.
The 3 studies in the Annals of Internal Medicine found routine multivitamin and mineral use did little or nothing to prevent heart disease, cognitive decline, and cancer. One trial cited in today's research suggests high doses of a supplement may actually be harmful. Vitamin E at a higher dose than in most multivitamins increase the risk of prostate cancer.
Many people take the vitamins, they think that they're taking them to prevent chronic disease. And in fact, what this showed is that they don't.
Steve Mister is with the Council for Responsible Nutrition, which represents the dietary supplement industry.
We know that consumers are not getting the recommended nutrients they need every day with their heavy lifestyle, hectic lifestyles and diets. They simply need to fill in those nutrient gaps that they don't get from the foods they eat. And multivitamins do that.
It's true that multivitamins do replace the vitamin gap, but they don't supply other important nutrients that people get from eating food. Researchers fear some people are getting a false sense of security by relying on a pill rather than on a proper diet. Supplements are recommended for women who are pregnant and for people with certain conditions like celiac disease where the body cannot properly absorb nutrients.
Thank you very much, Doctor. 17-year-old Claire Davis remains in critical condition this evening. She's the student who was shot on Friday at a high school in Centennial, Colorado. Rick Salinger of CBS station KCNC has the latest.
This makeshift memorial appeared at Arapahoe High School, where classes will not resume until after the new year. Friday's attack lasted just 80 seconds.
Be advised at this time, we do have one student down and they have found shotgun shells.
Investigators have reviewed recordings from school cameras to track Carl Pearson's movements. The 18-year-old legally purchased the 12-gauge shotgun he used just last week and bought multiple rounds of ammunition on Friday. Police say he fired 5 times at random and hit 17-year-old Claire Davis in the head. But his primary target was debate coach and librarian Tracy Murphy. Students say Murphy had taken disciplinary action against Pearson after the student threatened him. Joe Redmond was Pearson's friend.
It began with the speech that he wrote, and it escalated from there. And Carl took himself so seriously that, he thought that when we said no to that speech, we were saying no to him.
An armed sheriff's deputy assigned to Arapahoe and a guard were in the school at the time, but Pearson shot himself in a library before they could reach him. Pearson's family released this statement today. As parents, we loved our son Carl dearly, and we are devastated by what happened Friday. We cannot begin to understand why Carl did what he did. Scott, in another statement, the family of Claire Davis said she remains in a coma in critical but stable condition.
Rick Salinger.